Hi, this is Rita Casey. Listen, I have a special treat for you today. I have Frank Van Dresser and his wife coming to you to tell you a little bit about what the core training has done for him, not just for business, but for their life. You know, how we're different here at the core is we coach you not only how to generate leads, but also how to take that into your company, make it profitable, and take home the money so that you can build personal wealth for your family. Also, we work on your quality of life. How many hours are you working? We're reducing the hours, getting more done, being more efficient as a manager and a leader, and as a salesperson in your team. So I'd love for you all to share this video with your fellow realtors. Also, I'm reaching out to our lender group because you've got real estate agents out there that you want to help, that you care about in their business. So to all of you, please enjoy this 5 minutes with one of our top students, Frank Van Dresser. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Frank Van Dresser, and this is my wife, Jill, and we really wanted to share today a little bit about our journey with the core. It started back in November of 2011, so we're just 3.5 years in right now. Graduated from the program in 2 years and just have stuck with it and stayed with it. But I know when I came to the first summit, my wife was a little apprehensive about me coming, and to the point where I really had to promise her that I would not sign up. I would just go check it out. I have a problem with that. But why don't you share a little bit about what you felt when I first started?
Okay, so when he first went, we decided that he wasn't going to sign up, and we had a lot going on, and it was expensive, and he was just going to go check it out, and that was going to be it. But after, a day and a half, I got a phone call to sign up. And I was like, we talked about this, and no, we're not signing up, and this and that. Well, by the time he came home, he had signed up, so, which is typical Frank. But I was definitely apprehensive and had a lot of doubts. I didn't doubt that he could successfully complete the program. Those weren't any of my doubts. My concerns mainly were that it was going to be so hectic and chaotic, and he was never going to be home, and we had a little one at the time and our second on the way. So it was just, that was kind of my concern. And it was crazy. The first, 6 months or so were really hectic, and it was crazy, and he was gone a lot. But the core kind of, put out there that you're going to be out of balance a little bit before you can be in balance. And that was definitely true. But once that 6 months passed and he got some systems in place, his hours did start to go down. At the time, a little bit. Yeah, a little bit. But now, after 3.5 or 4 years, he was going about 65 hours a week, and now is down to like 45. There are still times when it's a little hectic and chaotic, and we have 3 now, but
it's
overall, it's not the norm. Overall, the average is a lot lower, so it has evened out just like the core promised it would. So.
Well, and I helped. I was given homework assignments that involved being in my driveway by 5:30 and texting my coach, which was the accountability piece that I needed. It wasn't just about getting the systems in place and the structure as far as homework. I enjoyed that. I loved that, and I would have stayed till 9 o'clock at night to do that. But that's where the core comes in for us, is help creating balance, and that's what I loved the most about it. When I got there and I looked around, and I've been involved in some coaching programs before, but you just don't see coaching companies that care outside of your production. They care about your family, and they care about the balance you have with your family. They care about your hours that you're working so that you can be there with your family. They care about your faith. They care about how much money that you are able to save. They care about how much money you're able to give away to charity. All the things that are important to us, they value and place a high importance on, and help you to get there. And I think that's what happened. That they saw that the business started to take off with the core, as it should. When you start doing the principles that they put in place, nothing can happen except growth and success. But they made sure that when they saw my hours creep up, they hammered me in making sure I was getting home by giving me homework assignments that involved texting from my driveway, and having some date nights with my wife, and having time with the kids. So just a phenomenal program. We owe a debt of gratitude to the Corps. You've absolutely changed our lives, and anything that we could do to share with other people who may be hesitant or apprehensive or in that point in the beginning where they're not quite sure if it's working for them, and just to hang in there, because it does break loose at some point. Right now, 3.5, 4 years later, hours are under 45 hours a week. Income has tripled and looking to grow again this year. Cash net worth has doubled, paid off probably $50,000 or $60,000 in debt along the way too, all in a very short period of time. So phenomenal program, and we just can't say enough about it. I hope you guys that are watching this and maybe you're struggling or having second thoughts or doubts, realize how important it is to just hang in there, because it's going to happen. The biggest thing, the best thing you can do is to just submit, commit, and do exactly as they say. Anything else you want to share?
Yeah, I was just going to say, and as a spouse too, the first couple of years I kind of felt a disconnect between the Corps and myself, because Frank was telling the stories and talking about these people, and for me they were just stories. I didn't know anybody, I didn't know anything. So was it like 2 years in, my work schedule allowed me to go to my first summit. I've been to 2, and that helped me kind of gain a different perspective, and by meeting all the people and putting faces with names. So as a spouse, I would encourage you to try and at least get to a summit so you can meet the people that they're talking about and all the time, and that was very helpful for me to kind of feel a little more connected in the process. So,
Great point. Thank you guys.